Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Today's episode of Frankenstein Control is brought to you by Buster Hyman's. Wrecked him, I damn near killed him.
What manner of establishment is this place that you've mentioned?
Oh, no, the guy's name is Buster Hyman, and he just paid me to say wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
He just like that. He's jacking off somewhere.
Like a Fiverr kind of deal.
No, more like making a train derail and masturbating it to it.
The old Matushka.
One of those. The Amish guy?
Matushka.
Oh,
Sylvester
okay.
Matushka. Who did the thing you referenced.
Yeah. Yeah, he masturbated to trains derailing.
Yep.
That's why they generally find semen around arson. Somebody thinks fire is gone sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of gone sexual, welcome to Frankenstein Control.
Oh, are we doing that episode?
It is that episode. Welcome.
It's a podcast. It doesn't matter if we're nude.
Well, I already am, so you can't stop me.
It's his customary nude episode where he just strips
Welcome
off.
to the new dude episode. Is it raining?
It is.
I saw black clouds on the horizon.
I saw a rainbow when I was driving here. I said,
Ooh.
that's fucking gay. And then I ran over a guy. Where was I? Vehicular Homicide Control. I'm your host, Gayla Russell. To my left is Ada.
I'm Ada, and I get run over by cars every day.
Oh, but not by me, because I ran over a guy.
Yeah.
So,
So you know it wasn't me.
yeah. And to my right is B-Rye.
I'm LGBT Destroyer of conservatives, I guess.
Take that. Speaking of destroying conservatives, guess what movie we saw over the weekend, Ada? Well,
Oppenheimer?
The Barbus.
Yeah, we saw Oppenheimer. No, we saw Barbie. We saw Bobby.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We saw Bobby. Yeah, I mean, this is 2 weeks ago now when you all are listening to this at home. But, yeah, we saw the Barbie movie. And, I had a good time. I thought it was funny. It was a good movie. Like, I mean, it was good mostly because it was novel.
Yeah.
I've never seen a movie like that in the theater before. So, like, all of it was just new and strange, and I enjoyed that. Because I'm like, okay, what's this movie going to do next? What's going to happen? What the fuck is going on?
I thought it was funny and charming and an important sociological treatise on cultural elements that we should re-examine.
I mean, yeah, it definitely is. It's not exactly what I would call the deepest or
it's not supposed to be. It's
most
Barbie.
subtle or nuanced film. Some
Yeah.
people are trying to treat it like it's like the second coming of fucking what's her name?
I mean, compared to
Joanne Fabrics.
What?
Shit, Susan B. Anthony. That's the one. The lady who started the Underground Railroad. Oh my God! All of our female subscribers are unsubscribing. No!
Who's that early feminist leader?
Quit doing kratom and watching Clone High.
Joan of Arc. That was the one, right?
Yeah, it was Jeanne d'Arc. John Dark.
Jean d'Arc.
Which, you know, men taking credit for women's achievements again. Am I right, Jean?
Egbert?
No. Speaking of Kratom, Homestuck. Anyway.
I told you what kratom is, and now it's like your favorite word.
It's funny.
Yeah, it sounds hilarious.
It's the head shop in town, and there's two dueling head shops across the street from each other in the middle of downtown Leesburg that sell Delta 8 gummies and whatnot. And
they got Kratom in there.
They got the signs what say Kratom and the giant letters.
Because it sounds like fucking something that would be made like.
It sounds like a Star Trek drug.
Yeah, it sounds like something from a Roger Corman movie.
It sounds like Jankum.
Yes.
Oh, it does sound like Jankum.
It do.
Except it's real. And people sell it. It's not regulated yet.
Yep.
because society is moving too fast for ethics to catch up.
I looked it up to see what it was like, and basically it's like sort of safe, but it can not violently, but lethally interact with like a number of other substances, and they don't really know which ones because it hadn't had any testing done because of difficulties and reasons and regulations and whatnot. I don't know. But like
it's
shit
an
tons
herbal supplement, which means we don't have to
do shit.
Do anything as long as you don't make any specific claim about it.
Yeah.
And like put a label on it says like don't eat this. And then you can sell it. I don't fucking know. Apparently, it's also really addictive.
Yeah, which is
oh my god. What the fuck? It's creepy.
Well, I think it operates on your opioid receptors in your brain. So it's like, I don't know if it is an opioid, but I think that it's acts the same way when it binds to whatever the part of your brain what makes you feel good.
Do you
with
think
the drug.
Kratom is just that milk from A Clockwork Orange?
We were drinking Kratom. The old ultraviolet. I don't know what voice I'm giving him. It's not what he sounds like.
Me old ultraviolets and then went and had a drink of Kratom. And then we had a really awkward rape scene. And you're like,
Kratom. A great drink for beating someone to death with a penis statue.
It's a Kubrick movie I can't recommend to anybody. Just watch The Shining or 2001.
Or better yet,
watch how the Barbie movie begins.
Yeah, exactly.
That it begins with 2001.
A space Barbie.
A space Shining.
That was basically the first trailer that they put out. And
you know what?
I didn't know that was just how the movie started.
That movie has not one but two Kubrick references in it. It's got the 2001 at the start, and then at the part where Barbie and I almost said Rebel Wilson, America Chavez. They're talking in the car about weird shit, and the daughter goes, "Are you two like shining right now?"
Yeah.
So like that's two Kubrick references in one film.
And Warner Brothers probably owns the rights to that movie.
They do, I'm pretty sure, because if they own the rights to Clockwork Orange, because they fucking.
Oh yeah, because in.
The rapists from A Clockwork Orange show up in Space Jam: New Legacy.
Yep.
Just thought I'd remind you all of that.
Are
real quick.
Are they gyrating in the background like that flying monkey that made me lose it?
They're hanging out with all the rapists from Game of Thrones.
That was the rape side of the court.
Yeah.
They just all the characters who indulge in the R word are just over there. It says R worders only.
I'm sure that won't be misconstrued by anybody.
No. Why are we talking about Space Jam?
I don't know.
That movie's so terrible.
I got a cool thing to talk about, which is
what you got?
An anime that we discovered on the Netflix called the Ouku. Speaking of things like Kratom, what have the funky name?
Ouku.
Ouku.
It's called Ouku: The Inner Chambers. And it is a historical anime, an alternate history historical anime, which is actually fucking baller as hell, at least from the first hour-long episode we watched. But basically, it takes place during the Tokugawa shogunate in ancient old Nihon times, and
the where the Hiten Mitsurugi was all the rage.
Yes. That's more the Bakumatsu. That takes place during Kenshin stuff takes place during the Meiji Restoration.
Oh yeah, doesn't the Tokugawa? That's the Meiji ended that.
Yes.
Ended the Tokugawa shogunate.
Yes, indeed. That is correct.
Okay, so I'm partly right.
So we're talking like the heyday of the shogunate, like the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, somewhere around there.
Peeps be chilling out all Edo style.
Indeed.
Wait, no, we just said it was the Tokugawa. Shut up, Taylor.
Well, Edo is just a city.
I mean, it is.
But anyhow.
Edo spelled backwards is Ode.
Like Oda Nobunaga.
Who Eiichiro Oda is descended from.
That's neat.
I don't know if that's true.
But we're going to pretend it is.
But I'm going to pretend it is.
Because it's more fun that way.
Yes, because he's conquered, much like how Oda Nobunaga conquered a good chunk of Japan, so too has Eiichiro Oda conquered the entire scene of manga.
With a single piece.
With his single piece.
And single piece.
So in Ouku.
So what happens is a weird form of smallpox devastates the male population of Japan and reduces them in number to like 25% of the populace.
Harem anime incoming.
It's a harem anime, but like the women are the one. It's like the shoguns. So like You know how so like society flips basically, and like women assume all the roles in power, military, and government that men did, just because there aren't any men anymore. And
There's more of us.
yep, and it's like the institution of marriage collapses because now women can just go to the pleasure district and pay for a man and have a kid that way, and nobody has to get married anymore.
Oh my god.
So the shogun is a woman. And the shogun has a big ass harem. So like the oku is like traditionally like the stable of concubines that the shogun would keep. It's referred to as the inner chambers because it's like the inner chambers of the palace where all the intrigue happens and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Only now the harem is all like beautiful boys who are there to be the shogun's harem. And it's like really interesting. It's nowhere near as camp and weird as that sounds. It's actually like historically interesting, and it's just a cool dynamic. It's neat and some fun. Some stuff happens and some palace intrigue, and it looks like it's going to be a show full of that. And the dynamics are switched around, and it's just cool. And the shogun is a fucking badass. She's really cool. And she has, like, her head under deputy is like this, she elevates, it's like her maid since childhood, but she makes her basically a samurai lord, because you're like, you're coming with me and you're going to be ruling shit with me in the capital. And she's just like this very average looking middle-aged Japanese woman, but she's like bossing around these fucking daimyo and
Oh my god.
telling them what's what, because she's the HBIC now, and it's cool.
The HBIC.
It's neat.
That shogun's name is Onna Nobunaga.
You got the wrong name.
Well, no, Onna means woman in Japanese. Moving on.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was too stupid to.
I want you to put a cricket after me saying that.
A cricket and a
Gunshot.
a deer scare. The
A deer scare? Oh. Is that what those are for?
Yeah.
To scare the deer away?
yeah.
Wait, whoa.
At least that's
whoa.
that's what they're called in Animal
We're
Crossing.
back. This just in.
Uh-huh.
Oda Nobunaga has come.
Nobunaga's back.
Ada Nobunaga straight up gave me some fucking facts right up here. Because I've always wanted to know, how many times have you been watching anime and it's in some Japanese villa of some sort, and they always got them like bamboo drinky birds.
Oh, that goes the dook.
Yeah, they go dook. Yeah, those. Ada just told me those were designed to scare deer away.
Yes, they were here. We were here when we said that.
Well,
Yeah, that's what apparently that's in Animal Crossing. You can get them in like every
they're called
game,
a deer scare.
and they're just called deer scare. And like, yeah, that makes sense. It's just a periodic loud noise that would probably spook a skittish prey creature.
That's just the wildest goddamn thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of shit from Lissa, who learned stuff from Animal Crossing about Japan and stuff.
You learned a lot of stuff from NHK, too.
Yeah.
Like Durkative.
These Durkative dolls.
Fucking love Durkative.
It's so funny.
Did you learn about funny, goofy Durkative dolls in Animal Crossing, did you?
Yes,
Oh.
because you can get Durkative dolls.
Oh.
I assumed the one that they were talking about and the actual Durkative thing you were watching was like those little wooden ones that have like a round head and then like a thin kind of body.
It might have been the Hina dolls that the boy from that Dress Up Darling anime makes. But I
think the one I'm thinking of starts with a K. It's like Kopikini or something.
Coptic,
Coptic.
like Coptic priest.
Yes.
He just shows up at... Never mind.
He's a nice guy.
I didn't want to get too deep into it. He was very cool. There's this cool
Kokeshi.
guy. Kokeshi?
Kokeshi.
Kokeshi.
Oh,
Kokeshi
those.
dolls. That's what I was thinking
probably what they were.
Kokeshi's that show where they trap people in boxes.
Yeah, that's.
Cubes.
And everyone's voiced by Vic Mignogna.
Oh, wait, that's Kakaishi. Sorry. Kakaishi, the often referenced but never watched.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kakaishi.
because it wasn't good.
It was boring. It was just boring.
Let's fight with boxes.
Yeah.
I've never watched.
That should be reserved to one character, and then like that's like a power that you have in an ensemble full of like characters with like specialized or focused powers. And there's the one character who can capture fucking shit in cubes, but when everybody's fighting with cubes, it's like this is boring.
There's just one guy, who's Boxy Brown, and
Boxy Brown.
you asking or you telling? Because nobody tells Boxy Brown.
I've been watching
peed on me, bitch.
an old Gynax OVA series called Birdy the Mighty.
Hey, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I was telling you about it. And the basic premise is there's this like intergalactic space police girl trying to track down some criminals on Earth, and she accidentally kills a human, and they don't have like the tools or time to like fix him up and actually like make him not dead properly. So they have to fuse him to her body. So now both of their consciousnesses are in one body, and they like can switch between. So you got some goofy trans allegories.
Of course.
And of
The old
course
Ranma 1/2 treatment.
Yeah, and of course it's Gynax, so the animation's really cool.
Nice.
And I was telling Taylor about this because something he said reminded me. I'm thinking
of Cutie Honey.
No, I've never watched that.
Yeah,
one.
Sorry. I thought you were watching that.
No.
Okay. Well, no. And like the more you were describing it, I'm like, when you said I told you about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
No, you didn't. What?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm like, this isn't Cutie Honey at all.
Yeah, but there's the antagonist is like making these drugs that mess with humans' psychology and physiology, and can give you psychic powers and increase your aggression as well as physical mutations. And
Sounds like Alex Jones's pills.
he's making rhino pills. The government's trying to cover us.
We're making your mind fresh and ready for having a little boy inside you. You're gonna have his mind melded with yours.
But this one guy that gets sicked on him, he like goes after him with the psychic powers, and then he like physically transforms and gets all reptilian, and the transformation isn't really like good, so only half of him really bulks up. So he's got one arm that's like huge and muscular, and the other one's just kind of normal. And I'm just like, it's the Coomer! There he is!
It's our very own Coomer. There he is. Beautiful boy, Birdy the Mighty.
Yeah.
Huh.
One of the silly like trans subtext things is anytime they like switch between each other, the clothes will change, but it's really just will change to Birdie's like default outfit, which is like this skin tight, barely covering anything.
My clothes are black.
Yeah, spacesuit kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
And there's a part where she needs to go and just like do some reconnaissance and try to just blend in like a normal person and try to suss these people out.
Okay.
So she needs normal clothes, so she borrows them from the boy's sister.
Oh.
So and then later she finds out, and she's like, Mom, what happened? Did you wear my shirt? There's like ice cream stains on it. Like, no, I didn't wear it. As the boy is like, I gotta go.
But he's in her body, so.
No, this was later.
Oh, so he managed to get out of her body.
I mean, it's the same body. They just.
I'm confused.
Now I'm confused.
Okay, so basically,
you said she just changes her clothes, but she changes her body.
Yeah, like
but they're two people in the same body.
I said their clothes will change as well as their body. It's two people in the same body.
Okay,
so,
but they're in the same body, so she could change her body?
Yes, the body changes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That part was
not clear.
Yeah, so you
I
got...
thought it was just like the lady the whole time, and then we'll have like a fucking little like hallucination of this boy in her mind or something.
No, the way it works is Stomu is the boy's name.
Stomu.
He's a boy. He's got his normal clothes on and shit. And then when she needs to, or whenever he gives her permission, Birdie will basically transform him into her. So like he gets taller, the hair comes out, he looks feminine now, and once he wears like this certain item, their clothes will change too. But her
and wait, and when did this come out?
Like the 90s.
Huh.
And people were freaking out about Shizao when it came out. What the fuck? Why?
Well, I don't think this
We've
got.
had Birdy the Mighty for decades.
I don't think this got very popular in
Neither did Shizao.
in America.
I'm pretty sure, like, that's almost the same premise to a degree as Shizao was. Because if I'm not mistaken, Shizao was about a boy who had superpowers, but it was in the form of a magical girl wand.
Yeah.
And so he can turn into a magical girl, and like that's the joke.
Like a Shazam kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that's why the name even sounded like Shazam and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And like everybody was freaking the fuck out. I remember. Yeah. I think all that's left over now is the Butt Wizard.
That was from 13 Forever, I think it was.
Oh, was it? I thought it was from Shizao.
No, it wasn't from Shizao.
I guess they were coming out at the same time.
And then apparently, no, I'm not going to say it because I don't have any confirmation about it.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind.
No, Tim Curry voiced the Butt Wizard
in the pilot. I don't think he did in the.
The show made it to series?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was canceled because of things.
Because of things
that I don't have enough details enough to actually say.
Is it a Loud House-esque kind of situation?
I think so.
Oh God, what happened to Loud House?
I don't know what the Loud House situation is. I don't want to know.
No, I don't.
It's just Hollywood sleaze.
Oh.
It's just Hollywood molesty weird guy sleaze.
Wonderful.
Well, the point is, before we got on this tangent, when he borrows his sister's clothing.
Okay.
And they put it back, and there's stains on it, and she's coming to her mom and like, what happened to this? Did you wear it? And like, no, I didn't wear it. And then he leaves awkwardly, and then they're like, who was messing with this? And someone's like, Soma wouldn't wear women's clothing, would he? As he's like,
don't ask me.
It's not what it seems like, my boy. It's only that. I mean, honestly, I think being trans would be more believable at that point than I could turn into a fully grown superpowered woman.
Yeah, so I got fused with another person. She's in my head, by the way.
She's in there right now. They're like, ah!
But then you turn into her and it's like everyone's just like, I'm on drugs, aren't I?
Yeah.
There is a funny scene where someone's taking a bath and
oh no.
And like Birdy like senses that some shit's about to go down.
Uh-huh.
So like they turn into her while she's still in the bathroom and she's naked and is like about to hop out the window to
even though it's confirmed that her clothes changed too.
I guess
they wanted to draw a naked lady is what I'm saying.
I think the way I don't know the way it's supposed to
I'm
work
okay
exactly.
with it. If you want to draw a naked lady, it's fine. If you want to have a naked lady, it's cool. It's fine.
But it was funny because she's like getting out of the tub, just standing there, and then the kid's dad comes in and like opens the door and sees her. It like briefly looks confused, and then it's like, "I'm sorry, excuse me." It closes. It closes the door and is like, honey, do we have company?
I wish he didn't have that part. I just wanted to be, I'm sorry, excuse me. And then that's it. Nothing more is said.
Like, it was refreshing. Like, it wasn't like, oh, a naked woman, or like anything perverted or something. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry.
Probably a lot more realistic. Because a lot of times you'd just be like wondering if you just be like, how the fuck did this happen? And
No. Don't you know that the real world works in the way that he would turn around and go, whoa, and then he would slip, and then his hand would grope her boob.
Mm-hmm. While he had a massive nosebleed.
Then he would accidentally fall
and he would have a nosebleed.
On a soap and into her, and his penis would go directly into his vagina.
They don't do that in anime. They can't show pee-pees.
And then he would immediately come.
They can't show pee-pee.
Just like how so many people, accidentally slip in the shower and fall on a
dildo or
fall on a makeshift dildo that just happened to be in the shower.
They fall on a bottle of Head and Shoulders and have to go to the hospital, and then their parents can't look them in the eyes for 2 weeks, Ada. It's fine. Why are you looking at me like that, Beer Eye? Nothing!
I was wondering how you saw my medical chart.
Well, you really shouldn't go to the eye center for that kind of thing. First and foremost.
Doc, I got a light bulb stuck in my ass. I'm an optometrist.
Yeah, the study of light.
It's the brown eye, right?
Oh! Yeah, it says on your medical record, eyes brown.
Yeah.
Sorry, eye brown. Eyes blue, eye brown. There's 2 eye sections. How do you like that?
Stupid.
Everybody's eye is brown. How does this help?
Unless you bleach it.
Unless you bleach that asshole, which, like, that's got to burn.
Yeah.
That can't feel too
That
good.
can't feel good.
Why is that a thing?
It's
don't know.
for assholes that need to lighten up.
God, that's dumb.
I'm going to the dock. I'm going to the spa to get my asshole darkened.
Gotta tan my butthole.
It's like
Just
how
like Thanos.
it's like how the ancient Japanese ladies would. Wait, I'm sorry, Thanos.
Josh Brolin sunburned his butthole.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Shining some sun where the sun don't shine. You know what I'm friggin' talking about?
I can't believe I forgot about Josh Brolin sunburning his butthole.
I'll never forget.
You need to put aloe in the toilet paper first before you do a little wipey.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a bidet would do the job.
What you think he is, some sort of hoity-toity European? He scrapes his asshole like a red-blooded American.
I hope he washed his hands before he used the Infinity Gauntlet.
I used a bidet at one of those.
Yeah, in
fancy
Endgame,
European restaurants.
in Endgame where the Hulk uses it and his arm is all like atrophied and like ruined because of it.
Yeah.
That wasn't the power of the gauntlet. That was just because he didn't clean his hands right. That was just a weird bacterial infection.
Wow.
There was poopy in there.
Infinity Gauntlet. So I keep thinking of gross things to say, and I don't want to say them because they're nasty.
Giving the old shit fist.
The Infinity Corns.
Ugh.
No. This got off the rails
Very
Yeah.
gross.
really
We
fast.
were just talking about like trans undertones in anime, and now we're just talking about poop. Although when Thanos does it, it looks like that purple ice cream that they make with the yams.
Ew,
Ice
ube.
cream.
It just looks like ube.
I had an ube donut the other day. It was good.
Oh, how do you think that was made, buddy?
I don't want to think about it. It was.
Thanos
was
is slinging you some soft
secreted.
serve, homie.
Ugh. Why do you say things?
Because somebody has to.
Has it been 30 minutes yet?
No,
God.
it's not. We
Ugh.
had a short episode last time. Don't make this. Nothing's funny. Well, shit. I'm trying to think of something that isn't stupid that we could talk about, maybe.
Good luck.
I know. It's hard. It's hard not to talk about stupid shit now. I'm in that mood.
There was something from Yakuza that I forgot to talk about in our last
A
episode.
continuation of Yakuza. Let's go.
So it was just because we play the game. I'm not sure if the game has an English dub, but we played it with the Japanese and with English subtitles anyway.
But
But
just be voice acted by the cast of Yu Yu Hakusho anyway.
Oh no!
That was a good cast.
Oh yeah.
Look, I was on Tumblr and I saw just like going through some random person's blog and they had a video from One Piece of the dub.
Uh-huh.
And God, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Like it was mostly Brooke talking.
Oh.
And like he's supposed to be like polite and very formal sounding, like the way he speaks. But they kind of gave him a stupid voice like this.
What?
Like why did they fucking do that?
That's a little odd.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like I was trying to show Jen how bad it was, and she's just like, stop! I can't listen to this. I don't want to listen to this.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Ada, this will be good. Hey, Ada, what would you rather watch? The One Piece dub or live action One Piece when it comes out? What if you're strapped to a chair and get to choose your torture? Which one do you want to watch?
The live action.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was I doing a good job kind of gassing it up as something different?
You haven't really sold me on it.
Okay,
But
and that's fair.
I'm not expecting a 100% cringe fest like I was before. Maybe it will have.
And it'll probably be, there'll definitely be elements of cringe.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Some cringe is good. Anime is
I likened what
defaulted cringe.
What I've seen of it in the trailers and stuff and how they're treating it. It really does seem like it seems like a localized Kamen Rider kind of like thing where it's just full of camp and like kind of like it's just campy. It's fucking campy as fuck, and I'm okay with that. And like Kamen Rider or Power Rangers is the other thing that I would liken it to.
The other thing that I'm concerned about as far as that movie goes is like what part of the story are they trying to cover? As far as like,
it looks like they're going all the way to Arlon Park.
And then is this a movie or
no?
A
8
series?
episodes.
It's 8 episodes. Mm-hmm. How long are the episodes?
I think it's Netflix, so it's probably like an hour.
Okay, that's not so bad then.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking in terms of like a lot of times when they try to do live
and it looks like they're
movies,
it looks like they're condensing some things.
Yeah,
like they talked with Oda and were like, "Yo, dog, we're gonna have to get rid of some shit." And Oda's like, "Okay."
You got like 8 million filler arcs here.
Yeah, like
You got more filler arcs than thriller barks here.
From the looks of it, it looks like they're like, for instance, it looks like they're combining the beginning of Arlon Park with like Bratier.
Yeah.
Like, because some of the mermen, some of the fishermen show up at the Bratier restaurant.
So maybe they just like cut Don Krieg's shit entirely.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I feel like you could cut that out.
We are confirmed getting Mihawk. And he looks great, by the way. He looks fantastic. The guy that got the be Mihawk, he looks amazing. Shanks kind of looks like Ryan Gosling, and I'm okay with that because I just saw the Barbie movie, so I'm fine with it. A lot of people online are like, Shanks looks the fucking.
He's just Shanks.
Yeah, he's Shanks enough. All right,
that doesn't quite work.
No, it doesn't quite work. I know.
He's Shanks enough.
And a lot of people are dunking on Arlong's like look and costume, which I could definitely understand. It's a shock.
Is he all CG?
Or did they go? It's the opposite.
Oh, they went practical.
He looked. This is why I keep saying it's like Power Rangers or Kamen Rider. Because like,
is he like a big rubber suit?
It's like not a big rubber suit. They didn't even go for the rubber suit. He's just a really tall guy, and he's kind of thin. But he's a tall purple man. They painted him purple and they gave him
the pointy nose.
But his pointy nose looks like a sawfish, like an actual sawfish like nose.
Yeah.
But like also combined with a human nose. And he looks like a Power Rangers villain / an orc. That's the only way I can describe it. They made the fishmen ugly, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And like I
mean, like you look at Hachan, and then just like
they haven't shown Hachan. They haven't shown Hachi, so I don't know.
He's my favorite.
I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna be in there or if they're like no, we can't have a fucking 6-armed guy in this arc. He'll just look too crazy right now. We do not have the budget.
Yeah, like when you see him in a cartoon, it's like funny octopus man. He's cute. I like him. But then when you imagine him in like existing as a real thing that walks on the earth, he's a nightmare.
He'd look like a horror show.
Yeah. That's gonna kill me. That's real. That lives with us on Earth.
There's
and I was convinced there was monsters on the world.
The other fish man that you see clearly besides Arlong in the trailer is the guy the manta ray guy in the karate gi, and he looks great. Okay. He looks fantastic. Like I saw that, I was like, "Yo, Kurumi looks amazing. He looks just like the dude. Whoa!" Like it. There's some good casting.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're combining a whole bunch of shit together, and it looks fucking camp, and the humor actually seems pretty okay because they're doing their own humor. They're not trying to like emulate particularly the humor of One Piece because that's just impossible.
Yeah.
And because they had to like translate over the humor, a lot of the other stuff had to be translated over too, and in turn that sort of like came around and it's sort of forming its own identity. This is all just from the trailer.
Yeah.
I could be 1,000% wrong when it comes out.
Yeah.
But the trailer makes it look like they're really trying to like kind of go their own direction with it while staying true to the subject matter. And honestly, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying a few weeks ago, the Cowboy Bebop live action, it sucked ass. But the only times where it didn't suck ass was when it wasn't trying to be Cowboy Bebop anymore. It was trying to be live action Cowboy Bebop and be comfortable in its own skin that way. And like the character chemistry is the best part I got from the trailer.
Okay.
Luffy's perfect.
Yeah.
I think Inaki Godoy is perfect. He's perfect for this Luffy. And this Luffy is like, he's still clueless and naive and like kind of dumb, but not
Kind of dumb.
not Luffy dumb. Not Luffy dumb. He's still
Okay.
dumb, and he comes off more as like kind of like happy-go-lucky with a twinge of like ever so slightly crazy. Like he's you're kind of a crazy person, aren't you? But I think it's perfect because Luffy's kind of a crazy person in the manga anyway. And but he also does make some funny remarks that are a little bit too clever to be Luffy. Like there was this one part in the first trailer that came out where like some of the crew members were like bickering with one another, and then Inaki's just like, I'm sensing a bit of hostility here. Like, you know, kind of like a tongue-in-cheek sort of like wah, wah, kind of joke. And then the new trailer that came out starts with this big dramatic, it starts off with Gold Roger being executed. Like, that's the trailer.
Damn.
And then, like, that big dramatic moment, and then snaps directly to a fucking seagull on a dock. And it's a news coup, so it has the funny little hat and all that stuff. And just staring at Luffy. And Luffy's like, well, come on, join my crew. And then the seagull just flies away, and Luffy goes, mutiny. So, like, that kind of thing. I think it's cute. I think what they're going for is cute and charming and camp as fuck. And if you can handle those kinds of things, if you watched Kamen Rider Forze, I would say be excited. I loved Kamen Rider Forze, so but whatever. I've talked about this long enough.
If you watch it and you give me the graces, we will watch it on a One Piece Friday.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 Fridays, probably.
Potentially, yeah. Well, I mean, we could just watch, like, I'll probably watch it ahead of time to see if it's even worth bringing up
that's
to
what
you.
I'm saying, is you have to watch it ahead of time.
Yeah, and I'll do that.
Yeah.
And and if it is cringe and awful, then I'll feel like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said all these good things. I'm sorry. They fooled me real good.
Be prepared to eat those words.
But if I like it, I'm more than willing to be like, okay, I really like this. Show it to you. And you're like, Taylor, this sucks dick. I'll be like, well, not everybody likes the stuff I do. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of something that's cringe and awful.
Kingdom Hearts.
What are you talking about? Everybody loves Kingdom Hearts. You're delusional, Ada.
That's one of my favorite games to sleep through.
Sorry I talked everyone's ear off about my speculations about the One Piece live action. Actually, now that I think about it, by the time this episode comes out, it'll already be out.
Really? It's coming out in
It's
2
this
weeks?
month, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this episode is sponsored by One Piece live action.
I wish they were giving us money.
And also Raid Shadow Legends.
And also Raid Shadow Legends, and also Raycon earbuds, and also Boxy.
Brown.
No, just Boxy, like the girl, the shoe
4chan
on head.
girl.
Oh, wow. I have not thought about that in like
And
20
we're also being
years.
sponsored by her, and
Weird.
and Alex Jones is live action One Piece as well. He's doing
Live
one, too.
action Alex Jones.
Live action Alex Jones, as opposed to the manga Alex Jones, which I wouldn't mind seeing. Oh, Ada's pointing at the computer.
Yeah.
There's Ada, that is raunchy. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Ooh. This is Frankenstein Control signing out. Oh my god.
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.